Is this normal, y'all? Is this normal to get it's normal for me to get kicked out 3 times, but I wanna see I don't know why I keep getting kicked out so many times. Yeah, we back 3rd time in a row. Let me not yell too loud because my daughter gonna come in here and tell me to calm down, but yeah, this is the 3rd time. I don't know what going on. But I feel like when I use the other phone, I'm just gonna have to start using the other phone. Like, I would love to keep I mean, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem keep going live. That's not the issue, but word on the street is if you dump too much multiple content out on YouTube, it'll stall or delay the growth of another, content allegedly. I don't know. That's what I heard. I'm just going to keep going. After today, lesson learned. I'm just going to keep going live from the other phone. Is that Wi-Fi? I don't think it's Wi-Fi. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. I don't know how it could be my phone. I don't know. I don't know the answer to the question, but I do know when I use the other phone, it cooperates. So I don't know why this one keeps kicking me out. It's unsolved mysteries, man. Unsolved mysteries. But we back, hopefully for a little bit. Appreciate you guys. Keep jumping around, man. Appreciate you guys jumping around on different live streams to keep up with me. I don't have the answer to the question though. I don't know why they keep kicking me out. I didn't do anything to YouTube to have this behavior. You feel what I'm saying? To have this behavior. BSM. I appreciate you following me around though, bruh. I appreciate you catching my breadcrumbs. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I couldn't even tell y'all the last thing we were talking about. What was we talking about? Appreciate you, Rev. Appreciate you. I couldn't tell y'all. Couldn't tell y'all. I don't know what we were talking about. Couldn't tell y'all. Y'all got something to talk about? We got a few minutes left. You feel me? Got 10-minute combo. Oh, the shoes. So yeah, thank you, Rev. We were just saying how I returned them and we said that this isn't the first time it's happened to me because I don't know if it's the same brand, but I'm ordering these shoes from Amazon. But the last time they have like the European size on them. Not that it matters because it converts over to like American women's. But I went through this. I bought the shoes and they felt kind of small on me. And I wore them to work. And I felt like, well, they still fit in a sense, but I was like, well, maybe I'll break them in, but they hurt my feet so bad to the where I had to, man, I was wobbling out of work. Trisha Nicole in the building, hands to the ceiling. Thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you pulling up. Y'all pull up to her content if you want to support her. She also does content, okay? Appreciate you pulling up. Trisha, I don't know what's going on. I've been kicked out 3 times since I've been on here. So we'll see. I'm about to dip out anyway because I got to work out. But we'll see if they'll allow me to hang out a little bit before they kicked me out. It was way too tight. Those shoes, I was like wobbling at work. And for whatever reason, Amazon act like they don't ever want me to go home early. So I was telling them like, y'all, I'm leaving at like da-da-da-da-da-da. They said, guess what, Natalie? We have some new shoes for you in the back. I was like, bro, y'all lying. But I wound up taking those shoes and returning those shoes and just getting my refund. So if these 11s don't fit, I'm done. Just credit me the money. Mr. 8 Long, I'm 6'4", 210. I speak 4 languages. I'm so proud of you, baby. Thank you for giving me some random facts about you. Appreciate it. 3 times. That's insane. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't kick me out. I really think, honestly, something about my phone. Because when I use my other phone, I'm good. But when I use this phone, you feel me? Shawty got huge feet. I ain't gonna lie, I'm 5'7", so I'm a little tall. You want to hear a story? MS. There was a guy at my job. This is a Kentucky story, y'all. It's one of them good old Kentucky stories. Amazon, of course. He tried to talk to me. I don't know why, me being 5'7", I attract 5'5" and under. You feel me? Which I don't like short guys. Don't get me wrong. I can do 5'7" and above, but if we're dating and I got to look down to you, it's an issue for me. Me personally, right? Anywho, he tried to talk to me and I think he got smart about something. Anyway, when I started walking one day, he got mad and said, "Man, I don't want you. You got some big feet." But he was like 5'4". You know, I'm 5'7". But I feel like I'm 6 foot in real life. I feel like it. So anyway, I looked at him and I said, "You know why my feet big? Because I'm tall. Taller people wore bigger shoes." And he didn't know what to say. He just looked stupid. I don't know. I don't. Y'all, my kids are tall. So I couldn't be with a man that's shorter than me because everybody going to be taller than you. Appreciate you pulling up, Book, Cash, and shouting out your stuff. You said stream Kilo Cash. He's a rising artist from Nashville. Shout out to Nashville. Because, I'm right up the street in Kentucky. You feel me? And he has worked with Richie Soph, Zaytoven. I know Zaytoven, an ugly guy. Y'all make sure y'all pull up to him, okay? I'm 6'3". Shout out to you being 6'3". I feel like I'm 6'3", to be all the way real with you. I remember one day, another Amazon story, I went up and talked to this guy. And I guess the way I was looking at him, he looked at me and said, "Natalie." He was like 6'3". He's like, "Why you always walk up to me and act like you taller?" And I was like, "What do you, big ego, you feel me? Damn you loud mouth. You like it though, Popsicle. That's why you probably still here, baby. Shout out to you for listening to my loud mouth. I appreciate you. You look 5'7". I feel like I'm 6'4". You feel me? I feel 6'4". TikTok girl, thank you for pulling up. Africa needs rappers. Go back. Who said I rapped? Eric? Are you one of those famous internet gangsters behind the keyboard? You feel mighty, don't you? But would you say it in real life? Eric, would you say it in real life? Probably not. I'm 6'4". I'm a 13 in shoe size. Oh my, your cousin's 7'9". Boy, y'all some size squash. Y'all are all tall and stuff like that, Cowboy. Y'all pull up the Cowboy's channel. He does content too. Trisha Nicole. Y'all pull up and see if their content. I mean, because I'm big on people coming back to me. So y'all don't take an offense of what I'm saying. If they resonate with you, please tap in with these individuals. I'm 6'5". Hop on me. Okay, Walking Tree, Julian. What makes the City Girls your favorite rap group? They're not my favorite rap group, but I like a little ratchetness in my life. You feel me? They got the right amount of ratchetness for me. I'm 6. Y'all all tall. Shout out to y'all for being tall. I wasn't aware there were attractive women in Kentucky. I'm from Louisville. Shout out to Louisville, but right now I'm in Tampa. It's funny you say that because I went to, I don't know, man. I went to Winn-Dixie today. I went to the grocery store. Thank you for the money. I really appreciate the Rubis. I went to the store. The guy, he initially started talking to me because he said, "I like your shoes. These are some old shoes." And I was like, "All right, I appreciate you." He worked there. But when we went inside, I went to the restroom and he was leaving. And he said, "Take my number down for some shoes or whatever." And he said, "I'm from Miami." And I said, "Oh, I'm from Kentucky." And he's like, "You from Kentucky? What part?" And I just looked at him and said, "The best part." And he said, "Louisville." He said Louisville, but you know, a lot of people don't know how to say Louisville the right way. Hey, I'm a new. I sub. I appreciate you, Tina. Make sure you sub only if you gonna come back. If you ain't gonna come back, Tina. Where that accent from? Be more. Everybody say it. No, I'm from Kentucky. Sasquatch. Bully mammoth. The society grows great when old men plant trees. Those whose shades they know they should never sit in. I don't really know what that mean, bruh. I appreciate the quote though. Nice shirt. This is Manhattan. Appreciate you too. Hello, I'm from Mexico. I'm using a translator to write this. Can you say hello to me? My name is Mia. Hola, Mia. Thank you for pulling up. I'm in St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg in the building. Hands to the ceiling. I got some good beaches over there, man. The sevens in Kentucky, no cap. I don't know what that means, but you know, I appreciate you sharing it with me. White, but my two babies be black as the yang to my yins. Chicago men here. Shout out to Chicago because he said the N letter. Oh my goodness, you're a bit loud. Alpha Delta, can I tell you something? Hope you're still in here. I'm going to tell you some news that I just found out. And I was never aware of this, man. I don't know if you know this, Alpha, but if you take your hand, right, and you go to the side panel of your phone on this side, yours might be on this side. There's a volume up button and then a volume down button. Like, I didn't know it. So realistically, if I'm too loud, baby, you just got to turn that volume down. You feel me? Hey, Lily Jackson, thank you for pulling up. The way you hit the U sound. I don't remember, y'all. I'm going to be real with y'all. Appreciate you pulling up, though. Cool. Hey, doll baby. Smothered pork chop over rice. Thank you for pulling up. Why people say Louis? It's an S on the end. That's just how we say it, baby. That's just how we say it. That's the fastest way you can tell someone's not from Louisville. You feel me? If you're saying Louisville or Louisville, but there is a welcome shop downtown and they tell you all the ways that people pronounce the word. But if you want to pretend like you're from there, you got to say Louisville. Lua. On 3, we say Lua. 3, 2, 1. Louisville. You feel me? I pulled up on somebody's live and he had a picture with Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad Ali is from Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know if you guys knew that. And I was like, oh, who's this in the picture with you and Muhammad? And he was like, my dad went to Louisville. I was like, I don't know where that place is, son. It ain't registering to me. You feel me? Baton Rouge in the building, hands to the ceiling. Hi, I'm reading a book today. Shout out to you, Alan. What book you reading? St. Petersburg is the best city. It is. Y'all got a lot of stuff to do in St. Petersburg. Bama boy, thank you for pulling up. I'm Alexander. I'm from the U.S. Thank you for pulling up, Alexander. Nat, what you mean by "k"? I'm curious. So, "k" is like my way of just saying "cuz." You feel me? I feel like I have my own language. So "k" means like "cuz." You feel me? Like family, beautiful. Hot Wang, thank you for pulling up. Yeah. Heard, man. I have heard you, Bama. Thank you for pulling up. Hot Wang, what do you think my Zodiac is? Every time someone asks me, I give them multiple choice. I'm going to give you multiple choice. James, thank you for the emojis, fam. So am I from... shit, my bad, y'all. Am I a Leo? Am I a Aries? Or am I a Gemini? Leo, Aries, Gemini. Spam the chat and let me know, y'all. If you know the answer, you can't participate. Football, basketball, looking good, you heard me. I really appreciate you. I mean, Louisville. Little Eagle, thank you for the heart. What's poppin', Natalie? Keep up the great work, Queen, for real. Always love from Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina in the building. Thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate it, man. Merry Christmas. Blue Monday. Shout out to you for being in Atlanta. Sending the positive vibes from Richmond. Richmond in the building, y'all. Ooh, what we got? Aries, Leo, Gemini. I do believe in reincarnation. Y'all got tied up. Got Gemini, Leo, Aries. What is the answer? I'm a Leo. I do believe in reincarnation. I believe in past lives and past life experience. I believe everything you are in this life, you were the complete opposite in the past life. So, like me being very independent, me being very confident, I believe in the past life, I wasn't these things. Sagittarius in the building. You win. Flock in the building. I win, you all suck. Shout out to you for winning. Reincarnation is some motorbike crap. Regeneration is biblical. However, that's a real thing. Holyfield, you said a whole lot of stuff, bruh. And I still don't know what you said. I believe in, by all means, you feel me? I believe in Jesus Christ as my savior. But I also believe in reincarnation. You feel me? I believe that Jesus Christ allows you to be reincarnated. Facts, that's all something we can't deny. It's very big possibility. Right. I don't think a lot of people think like that, though. You feel me? That's why a lot of times I talk about, y'all won't know until y'all ever do it, to be real with you. Birth charts. So a lot of stuff in your birth chart points to past life. Like realistically, if you pull up your birth chart, it shows what you did, what zodiac sign, what traits you had in your last life, which minds can point to, a zodiac that's not confident, because we're talking about past life, because we're saying now I am confident. Then it'll show you what way to move towards. So you guys got to pull up your birth charts. If you use an app and ask your parent, your mom, your dad, if they have the time and location of your birth, but you are able to get these on your birth record. You just have to ask for a specific birth record. Facts. And that's, do you know Jesus as Lord's friends? Shout out to you, Brian. You have a powerful presence. You're definitely giving off Leo vibes. I appreciate you. I try to. I really hope next life I don't come back the sign I don't want to be. I ain't going to say what the sign is because I don't want nobody to get offended. I believe in God. I don't believe Jesus is the Most High. The Bible says Jesus is the Son. Regeneration is the word, not reincarnation. Remember, Elijah came back. Oh, that's why I don't talk spiritual, y'all. It's why I don't talk spiritual, because I don't want the chat to fill up with bop, bop. So I Google birth chart. A first-time viewer, Miss Bankstones, thank you for pulling up. In order to find your birth chart, there's an app that I use. The app is called The Pattern. The Pattern. I might be saying it in a little country, Pattern, right? But the Pattern is going to ask you to put your name, the time of your birth. So you're going to have to get in contact with a parent or find your birth certificate that has it. And it's also going to ask the location of your birth, right? So a lot of stuff that's incorporated. I don't know why these words are coming out. These big words are coming out like boom into your birth chart. I think a lot of people misread and think, I'm a Leo, boom, boom, boom. So I'm a Leo, but they're listening to, their birth assigned sign. But in astrology, they use more. Like, for instance, Grace, I appreciate you with the hundreds. For instance, astrology uses your moon sign. So there's 3 factors that play a role in the way you are. And Leo is not in any of my 3 factors. So my moon sign, which is the moon, controls your emotions, your emotional being. All right. Listen, because if I was a Leo and my moon was in Cancer, they say that Cancer people are really like emotional. My moon is in Gemini, which is fast thinking. Y'all see, I be thinking fast, typing fast, doing everything fast, right? But also a factor in astrology is your ascending sign, which means what sign was on the horizon when you were born. Once again, mine wasn't Leo, it was Libra, right? So Libras are known for what? Balancing. You feel me? Balancing. What else are Libras known for? So it's your moon sign, your ascending sign. I don't know the other sign, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you off the top of my head, but those are 2 factors that play a role with how you are. So a lot of people feel like, man, I can be a Leo, but I don't feel like a Leo. I'm not very confident like a lion. And it's because these things play, in my understanding, these roles play a part. And that's why, like, for instance, with me, people are like, man, you don't act like a Leo. I'm confident like one. But when it comes to like, I can multitask. It's a trait of a Gemini. I can multitask, and y'all know, I've been doing lives where I talk 3 hours. 3 hours. That is a sign of, you feel me, my Gemini. You feel me? But every sign has a positive effect and a negative effect. And like, y'all just gonna have to pull it up, man. I really wish I would have studied it, because when I tell my daughter about it, she's like, man, did you go to college for this stuff? And I'm just like, no, I just done a lot of research, bro. I did a lot of research. I go through my periods of where, I'm gonna read the chat, y'all. Then I gotta dip out because I gotta work out tonight before I go to work. I go through my periods and trials where I'll dabble back into it, then I get out of it, then I'll get back into it and get out. But clearly, like, I'm always going to be fascinated about me and my kids. Let me tell you this too, then I'm going to dip out. I'm going to tell you this, then I'm going to read the chat, then I'm going to dip out. But before I tell you this, y'all do me a favor. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. This is going to blow your mind. I'm telling y'all. It's going to blow your mind, bruh. But only subscribe clearly if y'all going to come back. Let me give y'all my introduction. My name's Natalie. I'm not like no astrologist or anything. I just took in the time of researching this because I found it fascinating, right? Case in point, there's 12 months. So when you think of a birth chart, think of 12, think of 12 pieces of the pie, right? Think of a big circle and divided it up to 12 things, right? So in the circle, see, a lot of everybody's got stuff wrong with them because this is the birth chart. The lower part of the birth chart, they have a saying, as below, so above. So the lower part of the birth chart is, your childhood, right? Everything that's happened in your childhood. And the above part of the birth chart is how the world perceives you. See, the world perceives me as a bitch that has her life together, but it's based off of my childhood. If you have trauma in your childhood, it's going to show in your chart. Being honest, y'all, I'm going to tell you a story. Then I'm going to tell you what I had to tell you. Then I promise you I'm going to read the chat. Then I promise you I got to work out. Unless someone sends like a super chat. It's some free game right now, y'all. Get some super chats together. So anyway, there was a time in my life where I worked at Herbalife. And those who've been here for a minute, they know that. And I got really kind of close with this lady. She wound up ghosting me, but it's cool. You feel me? And one day we started talking and I said, what's your birth chart? What's your sign, bruh? That's how I usually hit people. What's your sign? And she told me she was a Gemini. And she's like, are you into birth charts too? And I said, yeah, boy, that's my thug dizzle. You feel me? Anyway, she sent me her time, location, and birth. I kid y'all not. I'm a girl who keeps it real. I don't got no reason to lie. When I was studying her chart, clearly her chart was different from mine. But I hit her with, man, she got Pluto in this placement. Keep in mind, we got 12 placements, 12 zodiacs. So you can have a planet in a chart and it can affect you. Each planet holds a type of energy. When y'all do y'all's research, you'll figure it out. She had Pluto in her lower birth chart. And I'm like, bro, I never seen that before. You know what I'm saying? I asked her when I done the research. I didn't know how to tell her because, yeah, we were kind of cool, but I didn't know her like that. And so she had never shared this information with me. So this is why I tell y'all to really look into your birth chart. Get into it, Natalie. Bruh, the Pluto in her birth chart represented that she had been sexually abused. She had never told me this. And, I didn't know when I was going to see her again because she acted like she worked at home, call representative job, and she was doing like 70 hours a week. That's how she act. But she also acted like it was an urgency for me to let her know what her birth chart said. So when I text her and told her, like, look, bruh, I'm not no expert, but you got this, plutonic energy, Pluto, in your lower chart. And it says, like, you've been you've either been sexually abused or something. It's like either or. And she was like, girl, my stepbrother, I don't even know how you found this out. It was in her birth chart. So then I also tell you, like, Pluto energy represents, I don't know if you guys have probably heard of Mercury retrograde and stuff like that. It's like a trending thing, but Pluto energy means you have to master that energy or it'll hit you, but it'll hit you hard. You feel me? Guess where my Pluto is? Because each, pie chart of the 12, you feel me, zodiacs. I'm going to read the chat, y'all. I see it's on SWO. I appreciate y'all putting it on SWO. There's the first house equals your identity. The second house, so a lot of people can know, is financially, your financial energy, money. Bro, are you getting it or not? And I have Pluto in my second chart, which means financially, girl can't keep money, boy. Money come out of my hand. Every time I think it's gone. Every time I get, it's gone. And it's because in astrology, that means I have to learn to master money before I'm allegedly I'm supposed to be rich. But a lot of people have this placement, famous people. Bill Gates has it. I can't remember who else has it. And it's because they have to learn, which I still haven't learned, y'all, because Pluto is a really hard planet to master, boy. But I have to learn to, and I can't get it, y'all. I can't get it. I'm learning now. Like, if you would have known me like 4 years ago, I used to work all the overtime ever at Amazon, all of it. I needed to work 60 hours, bruh. And now I'm learning, like, clearly I'm so frugal with money that I can't do it. You feel me? Like, I have to change my mindset on money in order to be able to master the abilities of that. So I say that to tell you that Saturn's kind of the same way. Like, a lot of people who have Saturn in their lower part of their birth chart, remember, as below, so below above. So if you have Saturn in your lower birth chart, depending, you feel me, that means you had a delay somewhere in life. Like, I used to have a delay in speaking. You feel me? But now, Saturn's a lot easier to master. You feel what I'm saying? So now that's why I'm like, y'all see me, I talk y'all head off, but it's like I had an issue in my lower Saturn's there, y'all. That's all I got for y'all today. I didn't see no super chat. Let me read let me read the comment section. I don't understand astrology. I gotta do some you gotta do some research, cowboy. Realistically, it's just each chart represents something. I know number one represents your identity. And I know that, Jupiter is the planet of abundance. So if you have somebody, which I ain't gonna kid y'all, girl gonna keep it real. My husband has Jupiter in his first house. So to have Jupiter, the planet of abundance, because you got to think Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system. So you can have it in your career because it'll tell you where you should be working and everything, y'all. And I kid you not, mine says I should be on social media. Kid you not. We're going to go back to my husband, right? He has Jupiter in his personality, chart. Number one, that's what your identity. So he gives off the impression. He gives off a good first impression that makes you seem like he's got it all together. He'll give off the impression that he's got money. And I say that to tell you this. I ain't trying to tell his business, but we have 3 cars, right? We have 3 cars. But my car is the newer version of the 3 cars. There's days he'll be like, let me take your car to work real fast because he wants to flex. And it's like, that's that Jupiter energy in that first house, his identity. He wants people to think he has it together more than he actually does. Y'all, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm not really a astrology guru. My homegirl is, but she's in Kentucky. I would love for you guys to be a part of my community. We could talk more about this on another live, but I got to work out. I'm a Libra. Shout out to you. You're balanced. I'm a Scorpio and I agree. Now go back and read it. People need to learn. I don't understand astrology. If your mom's probably going to know sometimes, but it has to be exact. And another thing to tell y'all, if y'all don't